D1031 is KDLD Santa Monica and KDLE Newport Beach, LINOC. This is Camp Freddy Radio.
The following takes place between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Billy Morrison, Dave Navarro, Matt Sorum, Donovan Leach, and Chris Cheney.
Today is the longest day of my life.
This is Camp Freddy Radio on the Independent FM Indy 102.
Yes.
Well, Billy Morrison's not here.
No, he's not.
Dave Navarro's not here.
Nope. Chris Cheney's never here.
Scott Weiland's watching the Notre Dame game.
In Notre Dame. Where is Notre Dame? We were just talking about that.
Oh,
we don't know.
I'm so college sports illiterate.
Yeah.
Where's Notre Dame?
I don't know. Somewhere. East Coast, we think. We think Scott Weiland is at the Notre Dame picture.
No, he is. He's like the most insane sports freak. And it's so weird because he seems like he's just out doing drugs all the time, but he's not. He's actually watching, he's major basketball guy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, try and picture Scott Weiland in the stadium, in the stands at the Notre Dame game.
Yeah.
And have a little chuckle.
Wiggling around up there in his spandex. So, Donna, what's up, man? I haven't seen you since your birthday.
I know. That was fun, right? This is, by the way, it's Donovan Leach and Matt Sorum.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Your birthday was killer. It was at that Hollywood Social.
The Social.
Yeah, which used to be the Hollywood Athletic Club.
Yep. And before that, they shot the Bryan Adams cuts like a knife video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Remember that video where he jumps into the empty pool?
I got to say,
it cuts like a knife.
Donna, you are the you have all that '80s trivia that you know.
You remember that the Billy Idol video where everyone's climbing? They all look like they're in Mad Max and they're climbing up the side of the building. You know that one? It's not Rebel Yell, but
was that after he had like a bunch of hit records?
Yeah, it's like later on. Yeah, that was the.
No, I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah, that was.
Is that on like Beavis and Butthead or something?
Dancing with Myself. Dancing with Myself.
That was a good song.
Yeah. So that video was shot at the hotel across the street from the Comedy Store, across the street from the Hyatt.
Right.
The Riot House.
Yes.
Zeppelin's old haunt.
Yep, the Hyatt, the Riot House, Hyatt House, yep.
There still are places. Hollywood has been so completely remade and reinvented, and there's new buildings popping up every day, but you can find these authentic little places all over Hollywood.
Speaking of authentic places, how'd you do today? Did you have a nice day?
Yeah, pretty good day.
I went to Temescal Canyon.
Ooh.
You been up there?
Yeah. Beautiful. Hiking.
It's really nice. Mm-hmm. And it's really cool because the chicks think you're healthy when you're hiking. and they like, they eyeball you and stuff. I'm sort of like not really healthy, but I'm trying.
Well, hold on.
But here's what I found. It keeps me coming back. You know why? It's a really good place to meet chicks.
Yeah.
I met this really hot chick the other day up there she was from Paraguay.
Wow.
Named Nadia.
Not Nadia.
But it was like I was like kind of weird, like meeting a girl on a trail hiking, So I left a note on her car.
Nice.
Yeah, and I put, you want to have coffee? And then she put a note back on my car because we kind of left up the trail at a different time. And she went, "Yeah, Nadia, yeah." And I thought she was Russian. And then I called her, Nadia, thinking the Russian name. And I called her and I said, "Where are you from?" She said, "Paraguay."
Nice.
I'm like, it's all good. It's really good up there. I mean, you're married and stuff, but
it's kind of exciting though because there's the possibility of trail sex too.
You think
you could just sort of nip off behind a bush somewhere?
Yeah, get bit by a rattlesnake. That'd be fun. I mean, they have pictures of like reptiles on the trail there. Mm-hmm. Like rattlesnakes and weird like bugs that look like tarantulas, but they're not. They're like some other deadly thing.
Nice.
And you got to be careful not to veer off the trail.
Yeah.
So.
Beware the Moors.
Yes. Hey, should we play some music?
Yeah, why not?
Get the show rolling.
Let's hit that two, instead of 7. Let's hit 2. This is I played these guys a couple of weeks ago called the Rakes, and
where are they from?
The Rakes, I have no idea. Notre Dame, I think.
Probably where there's lots of leaves in the fall.
They're from the city of Notre Dame.
Well, let's play the Rakes then.
All right. This is called Retreat.
Coming at you.
Called 22 Grand Job.
Okay.
Coming at you. Just to wet your palate, mate. That was the Rakes. 22 Grand Job. I love the lyrics. We weren't really listening, but he's singing about they'll do the gig for 22 grand. They normally get 28, but 22 grand job. In the city, it's all right. You know, sometimes you
They
just...
must be from New York or something.
I don't know. They sound sort of English. 22 grand.
Yeah, but
job.
so does Green Day.
That's true. all you gotta do is cop that sort of thing like this, and it's all right, mate. And yeah,
I mean, don't you
how's
think-
it all going?
Don't you think Billy from Green Day tries to cop a little bit?
He does.
Especially early on, I thought he did.
I was reading Rick Rubin's doing the new U2 record,
Yeah, and he's doing Us.
and he's doing the new Velvet Revolver record,
And he's doing Metallica.
and he's doing Metallica, all at the same time.
Yeah. How does he do that? Well,
don't
you know, we just actually officially sealed the deal with him about a week ago. He had us meet him at Mr. Chow's. Have you been to Mr. Chow's?
On you, right?
Yeah,
you
no.
paid for it.
No. But it was just like, Rick, man, you know, that's pretty heavy. So we went there and had the big meeting.
Right.
And right after we shook his hand, he said, I'm leaving for the south of France tomorrow to do U2's record. So he's going to the south of France. And at first he didn't want to do U2 because he doesn't like leaving his grid.
Right.
You know, being like the Hollywood Hills, Sunset, to like Vegan Glory or whatever other place he likes to eat at. He's a vegan.
Right.
So,
Real Food Daily.
he was like, oh, you know, I'm not really sure if I want to do the U2 record because they're in the south of France. I'm like, are you kidding? I'm like, the south of France? I'm there. But, you know, Rick wasn't really into it at first. But he's going to do that. And then I actually spoke to Lars from Metallica the other day, and they're just getting back to work on their record. But Rick's got them writing a ton of songs. So I don't even think they're going to be in the studio probably till I don't know when. But
That's Metallica. So he's got Metallica writing.
yeah,
U2 probably has their music all lined up, right?
probably they're pretty good at that stuff. They've had some hits, you know. what I mean?
Yeah.
Pretty good songwriters.
Couple.
But so I use that same line on Us. He says, I want you guys to write a bunch of songs.
Right.
Because I'm going to be in the south of France. But, so we're writing a bunch of songs. And he's got us in this, the Chili Peppers, when they did their record, you know, they spent about 2 years on this last album. And Rick said, I want you guys to write a bunch of songs. And they wrote like a big pile of songs. And there were so many great songs, they put out a double album.
Right.
You know, and it's a really awesome record. I think it's a killer record. But, so we were in my studio, and he listened to like 10 tracks of it, and he liked like one thing. So we were like, oh, bummer. So then he says, I want you guys just to go jam live and record everything. Just jam.
Right.
And we're like, oh, we can jam. So then he came, he listened to a bunch more stuff, and he said, I like a couple things. So now we got like 3 things. And he says, I'll be back the end of September, and I hope you guys have a bunch of jams for me. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, that's good.
And everything that he likes, I mean, Rick's so awesome with songs. He's like a true fan of music. Rick Rubin, who's done, you know, so many amazing records. I mean, the way I look at it is his batting average is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a pretty high batting average.
You know his history, like where he came from. He was a student at NYU, New York University, and in his dorm, like right off Washington Square Park, he was hanging out, and this is where he met Russell Simmons and stuff like that. And at the time, one of his best friends was Adam Horvitz from the Beastie Boys. So Adam and Rick used to hang out in the dorm and like sample beats together on those old 808 drum machines.
Right.
And that's where he got his start.
Yeah, and they borrowed like $8,000 or something to do that, right?
Yeah,
That's the
did it for
story.
nothing.
That's the story I heard.
Yeah, and Adam brought in a little demo, and he goes, I got a demo from this guy named LL Cool J. Check it out. Like,
Right.
Adam broke LL to Rick.
Yeah, pretty amazing story.
Yeah.
And now he drives around in a big black limousine with a, you know, not a limousine, it's a Rolls Royce, and he's got a driver.
And he can levitate, too.
Yeah, and the other trippy thing about Rick, and I don't know if he'd probably appreciate me talking about him like this, but I don't care. I got the airwaves here right now. I'm in control, Rick. You're not. You're in the South of France.
The deal signed.
But yeah, but he's really into like bottled water. He's like a total like bottled water freak. So he has like a guy test all the bottled water. And you know the conspiracy theory behind bottled water, right?
That it's all just piss water.
It's just crap. I mean, they do more tests on tap water than they do bottled water. A lot of people know this. It's been in a lot of, you know, papers and magazines and whatnot. But this water he turned me on to, it's I got it in my bag right here. It's now it's wording, you know, it's like down to like premium glacier water.
No, so what's the premium bottle?
I have to. Oh, it's called Ice Age.
Ice Age.
That is Rick Rubin's favorite water. So now I've ordered a couple cases, and I think I can taste the difference a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel just slightly, like maybe 1/1000th more of a millimeter more hydrated.
Right.
It's crazy. Oh God, I don't know.
Well, he's a little out there.
Yeah.
Rick.
He's great, though.
Yeah, well, that's great.
I'm excited.
That's so exciting. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you guys are going to make an amazing record together. And I'm glad that Velvet Revolver's making another record, because it was, there was all those stories going around for a while. Now you guys are locked in again, and, it's happening.
Yeah, we were going to go, Slash is going to go jam with Axl. And,
Yeah.
all that.
There's a lot going on
Speaking of Axl, man, he's playing out at the thing out there. What's that called?
there. Burning Man?
What is that called? The concert that's Alice in Chains, and it's like oh God, I'm brain dead. Look at that water.
Family Values?
I know.
I don't know.
Inland Invasion.
Inland Invasion.
Have you heard about it? Where you
Right.
been?
Well, that's the other station, right? We don't talk about the other
But
station.
Axl's headlining out there.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hopefully he'll show up on time.
And,
Well, my dream is to have Axl do a Camp Freddy show.
well, hey, check it out. Like, when we played at the House of Blues, when was that, a few weeks ago?
Yeah, we got him on the line, right?
Well, I ran into him in New York, which I've talked about this on the radio, a couple months ago. I got his number, and I called back, and it was his answering machine. It was his voice. He was like, "Hey, it's Axl. What are you doing?" And leave a message. Yeah, and I'm like, God, that's really him. And he never called me back. It's cool, whatever. But so we're at the House of Blues, and Dave's like, "Hey, is Axl around?" And I'm like, "Well, he knew that I ran into him." I'm like, "Well, let's call him." So I give Dave the number on his phone because I didn't want to call because he'd be Axl's like, it's Matt, it's like I'm not answering. So I give the number to Dave, and Axl picks up, but he's in London,
Right.
And he said, this is what he said. Don't quote me, but he said he wants to jam with us sometime. He said he's sorry, but he's in London. And I'm like, I was so down with that. And Slash played with us that night. We didn't tell Slash, did we?
Can you imagine?
Yeah. It's like Slash, Axl's coming. He'd probably be cool.
How about not even tell Slash? Just Axl walks out on stage.
But that was exciting for a minute until we found out he was in London.
Yeah. Well, he'll be back sometime soon.
Yeah.
And
Well, hopefully we got a couple surprise guests this evening. We're waiting for their confirmation and a phone call. But
so why don't you throw
Camp Freddy? We did 3 songs for the movie, and 2 songs will be on the soundtrack, right?
That's right. And 1-877-900-1031. We always love people to call in and tell us how hot we are.
And if you can figure out who the singer is on this, you win a date with Jessica Simpson.
That's right. Because she's singing. John Mayer dumped her, so she's single again.
Wait. John Mayer?
Yeah, they dated for about a minute.
Wait. The dude with the body, Years of Wonder or something?
The fleshy guy.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
he's very doughy and fleshy, isn't he?
Well, maybe. Hey, you know what he did? He took her on a date, right? And then he got her back to the house, and he broke out the acoustic guitar, didn't he?
Yeah, and he played he played Dust in the Wind, and that was it.
Closed her.
Yeah. Well, he probably was just like, you know what? I'd like to sleep with Jessica Simpson. I'm John Mayer, and I can.
Yeah, and I know how to play acoustic guitar and sing to girls. Well, that's cool. Hey,
God bless him. He got to see her breasts.
You think so?
I would assume so.
That's worth stopping by, right?
That's right.
Sure.
I'm more of an Ashley fan myself. Ashley Simpson.
I was up at Adam from Maroon 5.
Levine.
Didn't you get to see her tits too?
Him probably. And he's a good-looking guy, and he can pretty much. We'll call him. We'll get him on the line.
I need to get him on the line.
Yeah, we'll get him on the line.
We'll ask him. This is actually my friend that's sitting right next to me, singing lead on this 20th Century Boy on the upcoming film Employee of the Month. Take it away. We're called in. What was his name?
Something like that.
I don't know. Axl's from Indiana.
Well,
so could have been one of Axl's relatives or something.
Probably. They're all related down there.
Jethro Rose. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. So, what else, Dono?
God, man, I don't know. We're sitting here, we're flipping through our contacts, seeing what exciting people we could call up and get on the air. One guy we got calling in about 10 minutes, right? Is it
Hopefully.
Maybe he's
Flake
listening.
got me. He's like He's kind of like a rock star now, this guy.
He is. He's the rock. He's the comic rock star.
Yeah.
If you can guess who that is.
He said he's going to call, so we'll see how that goes. But I think it should be fun.
Yeah.
And
he's one of those overnight sensations, you know? Like, I remember seeing him perform at the Comedy Store. They used to do this thing called rock and roll comedy.
Let's not say his name. Let's just talk about him randomly.
Yeah, so, he's doing this thing. And
okay,
he's cool,
we got that he's a comedian.
He's a comedian, and he's very rock and roll, and he's got...
spiky hair, kind of.
They give him huge... they give him huge billboards on Sunset Boulevard. Like, every other month, he's on...
You're just like... Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got an HBO deal.
Chris Rock? No.
No, it's not. He's
that spiky hair.
He's a white fella. No, Chris Rock definitely does not have spiky hair.
They actually said that they think that he's going to dethrone Chris Rock.
Really?
I'm like, I don't know, man.
I like Chris Rock.
So he better call in and just make us laugh, don't you think?
Yeah. I'm waiting for it. Hey, you know what? Isn't that the special line?
Mm-hmm.
There's the special line. Maybe
you just heard us.
We'll see. Hello? Let's just put this special person on the air right now.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, we're going to see who
This is the hotline right here. Someone's calling the hotline.
Hello.
Hey, what's happening? It's Jay Davis. I got Dane Cook on the line.
Aha, Dane Cook.
Jay.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Great, man.
I'm so glad you guys called. Were you listening? We were just rapping about you cats.
No, I just got back from Gainesville. I was doing a show out there, and Dane's actually in Vancouver.
Oh,
What's up,
cool.
fellas?
Hey, man. What's happening, Dane?
Thanks for having me on the gig.
That's so cool. So I'm really glad you called. We were just talking about, you were like, yeah, man, the dude's like a rock star. I wonder if he's like sleeping in and, going to get up around 7, He's doing like stadiums and arenas now, going out all night with the chicks.
It's crazy, man. But then you got to be on set for these films at like 5:30 in the morning, so it's like you just never sleep.
Yeah.
Well, that's where Blow and Valium come in quite well.
Yeah, rock and roll. So Dane and Jay, my buddy who I've known, and you had on your Tourgasm show, the whole tour there. I've known Jay forever, man. He used to be the doorman at the whiskey bar.
Jay, how old are you?
I know, I'm like 52.
He's like the Dick Clark of comedy.
Wait a minute. Jay used to hang with Deep Purple, and he was.
That's right, man. That cat's been around. What you think I'm old? Is that what you're saying? So Dane, what are you doing? What are you doing up there in Vancouver?
I'm doing a film up here right now with Jessica Alba called Good Luck Chuck, which is like an R-rated, insane like sex comedy that will probably come out next summer.
How do you get to do movies with like Jessica Simpson and this other, all the Jessicas?
The only one left is Jessica Rabbit.
I only demand to work with hot Jessicas. That's it.
I'm excited to know that it's R-rated. So is there a love scene?
Dude, there's like a montage like you would never believe of like I don't want to give anything away, but my penis has a callus.
I've had those.
My penis can play guitar.
Yeah, it was the tour of '89 with the Cult. I remember that one. So
that wasn't a callus.
Yeah, yeah. It's more like a lake bed, a dry lake bed. So Dane, so check this out. So we're in a band called Camp Freddy, right?
Of course, I know. Heard the new songs.
And when I saw you at the Beverly Hills Hotel, it was sort of in the works when we went to that Elton John shindig. Remember when I ran into you there with Jay?
Yeah.
And I said we were doing these songs. And so the movie premiere, and the movie is coming out when? Employee of the Month.
Employee of the Month drops October 6th at theaters everywhere. And, of course, the soundtrack, I think, is as stellar as the film.
Yeah, it's going to be rocking, man. So we're going to have to party at the premiere there. Are you going to be back in town for that?
Premiere's going to be huge. I just heard that we're having it actually at the Man's Chinese.
Oh, killer! Old school
that's
style.
a big deal.
Yeah,
that's a big deal, and we're gonna rip it up after that.
Now, and your show on HBO. Now that you've got Tourgasm, then you got the new one, which is like the arena comedy gig, right?
Yeah, Vicious Circle aired last Monday night.
Now, where'd you film that?
That was at the Boston Garden.
Oh my God, that's
18,000 seats.
I'm hip to that gig. I played that. I played the old Boston Garden with Guns N' Roses, and then I played the new one, and that is full rock star.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was completely demented. I mean, that's my hometown crowd, too. So when you come through that, I felt like a boxer. I thought I was going to have to fight somebody. I come through and people are just, hugging and throwing high fives and just going insane. And then you get up there and to be able to, actually the second show, I think I must have done Jay, you were there, 2 hours and 20 minutes. And they were just with me for every word. It was great.
Well, they drink a lot of beer there, don't they?
They love the beer back in B-Town.
Yeah.
They get them nice and liquored up, make them laugh, right?
I was doing a gig in Boston back in '92, and a guy threw a beer bottle at me, and it hit me. And you'd think that everybody would be like, "Oh my God," and freak out. Somebody else threw another one.
Yeah, they're like, "I hit him. I love him."
I was like, "Let me try."
Yeah, they think they've touched you in some sort of offhand weird way. I'm hip to that.
Yeah.
So where are you from originally, Dane?
I grew up right outside of Boston, Arlington, Massachusetts. It's 10 minutes north of Boston.
Oh wow. So are you pretty stoked? Are you single right now and stuff? So you're taking the whole advantage of being
I've had some fun. I'm dating a girl now. I'm dating a girl, but it's so hard, man. This is especially when you first get some success. I mean, you guys know you guys have been around and blown up and done all that stuff. When you first get it, you can't describe
how much you're getting laid. It's crazy, isn't it?
Especially when you were in high school, begging a girl to even look at you, and then suddenly, groupies and all that stuff. So there's certainly a bit of madness in my world.
Hey, Dane. Jay Davis is getting laid too, okay? I mean, hey.
Jay Davis is getting laid. That's the seventh sign.
No, Jay's out at Hyde the other night, which is right next to the Laugh Factory. I went over there for his birthday. And
that place, it holds 11 people.
And you know how Hollywood chicks are, man. They're like, "That's Jay Davis from Tourgasm." It's like if you're on TV, man, it's like the chicks in this town, they're just on you, right, Jay?
Yeah, that's why they call it the boob tube.
It's great. Oh, God bless you. Hey, well, I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. I really appreciate you calling in, and can't wait to see you guys at the premiere.
Of course, man. And the soundtrack is really killer, man. I heard they sent me a copy up here, and I got to hear the Cheap Trick song, and God, I want to just put that on and rob a bank.
Hey, we're gonna go on Leno. Actually, I think right before the premiere and play that. And Scott Weiland sang on that track, and we're going to go on Leno, so maybe we could figure out how to get us all on there at the same time and have a little party. What do you think?
You sing, Dane?
I do, man. Yeah, I'm actually putting I'm putting some music together right now, so you'll start hearing my stuff out there pretty soon.
So you'll have to get up with the Camp Freddy some night when we do a party or something. It'd be fun.
Oh man, I'd be honored, of course.
Cool. Well, you guys get to your Saturday night, man. Thanks for calling.
All right, man. Hey guys, thanks a lot. Keep rocking.
Thanks a lot, Jay. I'll see you soon. See you, Dane.
Thanks for having us on the show.
All right, cheers.
Bye. Bye.
There you go. Dane Cook and Jay Davis from Tourgasm.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was cool. That was nice of him. Vancouver, hanging out with Jessica Alba. He took out some time for us.
I'm telling you, and he's, what's cool is that he sounds like, he doesn't sound like he has a chip on his shoulder about the whole thing. He really is. He sounds like he's a bit stunned by, when he was saying, it's incredible when you get the success like this, that your life is just turned upside down. You
don't think he's going to start drinking and do a lot of drugs soon or anything?
Yeah. That eventually will happen.
It's like, I don't know if I can handle it.
Well, some people do the drinking and drugs before they get famous, and then they never get famous.
Well, yeah. Then they don't stand a chance.
That's a problem. That was my problem.
God. Hey, Dono, didn't we used to party back in the day in New York?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, God, it was good.
It was a good time. It was a good time. And it's still out there. The weird thing is I go out, I don't really party anymore, but, sometimes you go out, you go to a club, and you're hanging out, and you're like, I know it's out there somewhere, but how come no one's coming up to me and, offering me, asking me to be part of the party?
Because we're old guys now.
Because we're old guys. But then I also think that there's some vibe that happens. If you're doing it, everyone kind of gravitates towards one another.
You mean when you're holding?
Yeah, when you're holding. When you're holding, there's a vibe.
Hey, it's either when you're holding or you got a really big hit record and everyone's kind of crawling up your with a bindle.
The old bindle
It's
up your
weird.
butt.
I would go home and I would empty my pockets, and I'm like, oh my god, that guy just shook my hand.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it'd be like all this stuff in there.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you want to hang out? Let's party.
Where'd this crack pipe come from?
It's crazy like that in this town, but we love it.
All right.
Hey, let's play some music.
Yeah, let's play some music. Are you up?
You play
Me?
some.
Okay,
You go.
I got this track here. My friend Charlie Bean said this guy plays every Friday night at El Cid. You know El Cid,
Oh, yeah.
that old Mexican restaurant
It's
on
like-
East Sunset
yeah,
Boulevard?
yeah, like over near Silver Lake.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy plays every Friday night at midnight. His name's Benji Hughes, and I'm sure he's never been played on this radio station before. I doubt the guy even has a record deal, but this is a really good song, and it's actually interesting. It's about the chorus is, why do these parties always end the same way, in the same way? So it's kind of that late night, you know.
I'm hip to that.
Yeah, you know,
Really
and
like
it's a little kind of it's a dancey thing. I don't know if you're gonna groove on it, but you know, I like it, and
Okay.
it's Benji Hughes.
Dig it.
Keith Richards. You know, I was saying that Dylan would be a good guy to sing that song. You shouldn't take it so high. You shouldn't take it so high.
That's pretty good. Dylan's got a new album out.
Number one.
Number one.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
He's on the iPod commercial. That's why it's like so big.
Exactly.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're all like after that U2 thing now.
Mm-hmm.
U2 did that, you know, when U2 did the iPod commercial, everyone thought like they made like the buku bucks, like they paid them like, you know, $2 quadrillion, but they didn't.
Nothing,
They didn't.
right?
They got zero. But they were on a commercial for like, you know, every 10 seconds. For,
Yeah. And did they? What about the U2 iPod? They got paid for that, right?
You know what they got? I heard that they got like $25 million in advertisement for that record and tour.
Right.
And do you remember Springsteen's acceptance speech on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Mm-mm.
He was like, he thought they sold out, and then he told his manager, you know, call Macintosh. You know? So,
Get Steve Jobs on the phone.
yeah, get him on the phone right now. It's the boss calling. But
My dad's been hanging out with Steve. Is it Job? Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs?
yeah,
Jobs?
he has.
Yeah, my dad, like, it's weird. My dad, who's a 60s folk singer by the name of Donovan, calls me up. Yes, hello. Well, first off, hello, it's Don. How are you? How are you, son?
Really, he sounds that sweet.
Yes,
his
hello,
voice is.
son. This is hello, son. This, I love hearing hello, son. And yes, I'm hanging out with my friend Steve Jobs. I said, Steve Jobs? Apple? Steve Jobs? Yes. Yes, he's wonderful. He's a big fan.
Really?
Yes.
So he's like hanging on his, like, you know, 600-foot yacht down in
Yeah. Oh,
Crazy.
he went up to northern, wherever they're from, you know, up north.
where they make all the computers.
Where they make all those computers.
That Seattle?
Yeah, somewhere up there.
Someone calling it
South Bend,
Someone calling
Indiana.
us help us with our brain dead.
Notre Dame.
And then my dad calls the other week, and he said, "Hello, son. I'm going to be spending the next 2 weeks in Italy with David Lynch."
Wow.
David Lynch from Blue Velvet? That David Lynch? Yes. Yes, we're meditating.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's off meditating with David Lynch right now.
You know, that's a lot like my roommate Gina Gershon.
Gina knows a lot of people.
Check this out. This is good. This is good when you like this. So the original reason me and Gina met is I thought she was really hot. And guess who introduced us? You, young man.
Oh, really?
Do you remember we went up to that party in Silver Lake? I think it was Beck's party.
Oh, yes. I remember when you said, "I'd like to meet her, Gina
I would like to
Gershon."
meet Gina Gershon because
Right.
I know she's not a lesbian. That's what I said.
Right.
And
she just plays one in the movies.
in the movies. So I go, Dono, help a guy out because you know all those.
I remember.
You know the fabulous people. so that particular night, she was wearing full leather.
Right.
And I went up to her and I was a little nervous. I felt like I was in high school because it was like Gina Gershon, you know. Right. Her lip was like doing the Billy Idol, and I was just like, wow. Wow. And you go, Matt, you know, Gina, and I'm like, hi. You know? And then she kind of like asked me for my resume.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I know you're in a band, I guess, probably, right? Like, what band, right? And I'm like, well, I'm in the Cult right now because I got back together with Cult. She goes, she's like, yeah, I think I've heard of them, cool band. And I go, I used to be in Guns N' Roses. Does that help anymore? You know? And she's like, wow, really cool. So we met for lunch, right? So we go to like Kings Road Cafe or something. Phone rings, right? So first ring is ring ring. Oh, hi, hi Mick. Right? I'm like, she's talking. She's talking for a minute, right? She hangs up, right? I'm going, Mick, that wouldn't happen to be Mick Jagger, would it, right? It's like, yeah. Okay, phone rings about 5 seconds later, right? Then like another 5 minutes, maybe. Ring, ring. Oh, hi, Bob. Dude, come on. It's not Bob Dylan, is it? It's like, Bob Dylan, right? I'm like, are you kidding? Right, phone rings again. This isn't as good a one, but it's still pretty good. Ring, ring. Oh, hi, Lenny. Right? Lenny Kravitz, right? Like, within 10 minutes, three pretty two
major.
very, very large rock stars and one pretty big rock star. I'm like, wow, I cannot compete. And then about a couple minutes later, hi, Paul. I'm thinking, no, it's not Paul McCartney. Right? She goes, not that I was prying into her personal phone calls, but I was. I was totally like, wow, Paul McCartney just called too. She goes, no, Paul Allen.
Paul Allen.
Right.
The guy who...
Microsoft. Right.
Paul Allen.
So...
much more impressive than Paul McCartney.
Yeah. About another $400 billion in the bank. So I end up going up to Gina's to meet Paul Allen in his studio. And end up recording a bunch of... He's a musician. He's a musician.
Right.
Who is the largest collector of Jimi Hendrix memorabilia.
He's got the museum up in Seattle. Right?
Yeah. A little story about that. He went to start the Jimi Hendrix Experience Music Center in Seattle and tried to get the name Jimi Hendrix and the family wouldn't let him use it. So he calls it the Music Experience,
right.
Thing. But I ended up doing all these drums for him and hanging out up there. But all his buddies are like famous rock stars, like Robbie Robertson from the band. He hangs out with Bono, me and Bono. And, Mick Jagger and all those cats. And
he's like a computer geek.
A computer geek that has a lot of really,
a lot of billions of dollars.
and hey, Bono, you want to come over? It's like, yeah, sure, man. And, they fly in his private jet to his private boat.
I heard about his boat. This boat's called the Octagon or something like that.
And they get in their Priuses because they just wasted a bunch of gas on their private jet. So, they got to drive the Prius.
Yeah.
Is that your Prius out front?
That is my Prius.
You got a Prius?
I did, yeah. Me and Steve Jones, we both have Priuses.
Okay, both you guys are not allowed to fly in the private jets anymore.
Come on. I fly hybrid private. Hybrid private jet.
Do you know how much fuel we're burning up there? Huh?
It's true.
We're up there, but it's not our plane, right? They just invited us along for the
exactly.
ride. So it's cool, right?
Yeah. It's fine. It's thousands of planes up in the sky right now.
How much fuel is burning on those things?
A lot.
Just buckets and buckets of fuel.
Yeah. And they're building bigger and bigger planes. They got that new Airbus, the one that flies 600 people. It's a lot of people to be in one plane.
Now, is that your Prius or your wife's Prius?
It's my Prius. This is the situation. Is my wife told me you're allowed to have the midlife crisis now. I don't want you to don't have your midlife crisis when you're 50. Okay? She said get the Porsche now. And I was like on the verge.
And you came home with that?
And I came home with the Prius. And
you should have got like a yellow Ferrari or something. Come on.
I screwed myself. So now I'm, now I'm stuck, and now I can't even have a midlife crisis.
Oh,
it's sad.
Take me for a cruise later in that thing.
It's fun.
I don't think so. I'll be in my E55 469 horsepower guzzling gas at Fairfax. Anyway, what are we doing now? Should we have to play commercials?
Yep.
Okay. Take it away.
Monica and KDLE Newport Beach, LINOC. This is Camp Freddy Radio.
The following takes place between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Billy Morrison, Dave Navarro, Matt Sorum, Donovan Leach, and Chris Cheney.
Today is the longest day of my life.
This is Camp Freddy Radio on the Independent FM Indy 103.
Yeah, Matt Sorum here.
Donovan Leach, how are you? Second hour at Camp Freddy Radio. We're having a good time.
Definitely.
Spoke to Dane Cook last hour. That was exciting. He's up in Vancouver shooting a movie with Jessica, one of the Jessicas.
I should be doing a cover of Bon Jovi's Slippery When Wet, which was recorded in Vancouver. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. Vancouver has good strip clubs.
Oh, the best. You can go there and get dinner, too. It's like happy hour. You get a steak and a stripper.
Steak and a stripper.
That's right. You know they have a union.
Bong and a blintz.
You know they have a union for strippers up there. They're organized.
Really?
Yeah, they're organized.
And also a lot of Native Americans up there too.
That's true.
Yeah.
I just recorded an album at my house with a Native American guitar player named Stevie Salas.
How's he?
He rips on the guitar, but he's in Winnipeg right now with a bunch of Native Americans doing some Native American music.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah. We're up in Winnipeg.
I don't
We're
know if
making
anyone really cares anything about that, but I don't know. I'm just rambling.
That's all right.
Hey, you know, you're starting to look kind of funny to me. So I was thinking maybe we should talk to some other people because maybe we need to like see what's going on.
Yeah, because the first hour has just been Matt and I. The number down here is 1-877-900-1031. If you just want to call up and just tell us, you know, what's going on in this the waning moments of the summer of 2006 as it comes to a close, starting to cool off a bit, right?
I mean, come on, let's be honest. We know what's going on tonight, don't we, Donna?
Oh, we know what's going on. I just want to know if anyone else knows.
You
what's
got
going
some
on.
place to go, don't you?
I got a place to go.
I got some place to go too.
Just saying, I got some things to do. Is there anyone?
I'll be at the same exact place I am every night.
Bueller? Where's the exact same place?
I've been hitting that Hyde place.
Oh, right.
Last night I went to Les Deux, though. Les Deux?
Les Deux?
How do you pronounce that?
Les Deux?
Les Deux.
Les Deux?
I mean, you're an ex-model. You hung out in Paris.
Yes, I did.
Your
Paris
wife's
was
a model. You're a model.
That's right. Modeled by default.
Oh.
I had a good time back in those model days.
Dude, I wish I would have hung with you more.
There were
I could have been like your kind of okay-looking sidekick friend.
Listen, I told you the first time I was hanging out in L.A., I got a call from this designer named Anna Sui, who I didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
She saw me in some bad movie I was in, and she said, "Are you interested in being in this show?" And I said, "Sure." You know, so I went, and this was '93. There was Christy Turlington, Naomi Campbell, Kate Moss, Linda Evangelista, like everyone.
And you did them all, didn't you?
They were all there.
You partied with them.
We had a good time. Hello, maybe this is one of them.
Oh, it's Kate.
Hi, Kate Moss. You're on the air. Kate Moss.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh,
Kate, stop taking
hormones.
Stop taking those
What's your
hormones.
name, man?
My name is Ty.
Hey, Ty, what's going on?
Too much. Hey, how does Camp Freddy fit in with the Panic Channel situation? Are you guys all still going to be touring, or?
Well, Camp Freddy has always been just a fun thing. You know, we just do it when everybody can do it, but it's pretty much the similar situation that happened when I was out on tour with Velvet Revolver. You know, Perkins would come in and play drums for me, and we've always agreed that we wouldn't do TV without one of the core members, being Dave Navarro, myself, Donovan, Billy Morrison, Chris Chaney, and now Scott Weiland. But you know, Dave's getting busy with the Panic Channel. He's busy doing the Rockstar thing, and but he hasn't missed a gig, has he?
He's not missed a gig.
He missed one gig one time. Sundance, he missed one gig.
That's right.
But I missed a lot of gigs because I was on tour for about a year. So we're going to kind of like work around that, and we have a lot of other guitar players that play with us, like, you know, Billy Duffy, Steve Stevens. We've had Steve Jones, of course. The Pontiff comes and plays, and Jerry Cantrell. Did I already say Jerry Cantrell?
No.
Jerry Cantrell. You know, so we've always got somebody holding down the fort on the guitar. But
Well, when are you going to be playing again?
We're playing a gig in San Francisco on October 6th
yeah.
at the Warfield,
Yeah.
and it is a gig, something to do with the sounds of San Francisco, where we're playing with artists from the Bay Area, and that's gonna be a cool show, and I think people can get tickets
Like
to that.
Santana and Grace Slick and
Yeah, all those kind of people.
you know,
The Haight Ashbury crew.
Hot Tuna.
Exactly. Although, you know who I'm trying to get is
Hey, Jerry Garcia. Oh no.
no.
Maybe you get the Dead Kennedys and Flipper.
That's good. I want Digital Underground. I want to do the
that'd be
Humpty
good.
Dance.
Yeah, you know what? If anyone's got any hookups with any Bay Area musicians that want to come and have any names of Bay Area bands that we might have forgot about, because I'm just going full psychedelic period, like 69 Haight Ashbury, but
Yeah.
there's got to be a lot more than that.
Well, Metallica's from up north,
I called those guys.
so we'll see about them.
Are the guys from Red Cross still alive?
Are they from San Francisco?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're around. Those
They're
twins.
the twins. That's right. The
They
brothers.
just played.
Oh, they did.
Well, let's find out if they're from the Bay Area, and then we'll get back to them. Hey, well, thanks for calling in, man.
Thanks for the info.
Have a good night.
Later.
Let's take another call. This is fun. Hello, you're on with Camp Freddy.
Awesome. Camp Freddy. Great.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, hey. I mean, I don't need to tell you guys.
Thanks. Thanks. What's your name, man?
Name's Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, how's it going? How you guys sound like you have a great time, of course, all the usual radio stuff.
We're just getting liquored up. We're just getting liquored up in here. We've already gone through a couple sixers and a few shots.
Sweet.
I mean, it's Saturday. Come on.
Exactly.
No, what's happening with you?
Nothing. Just a quick question. I was wondering how many suicide girls do you think Dave Navarro's running through right now?
How many suicide girls is Dave rolling with at the moment?
Are we talking about on eyesight or just in person?
I'm talking under the current circumstances. I can't even imagine.
You know what?
Oh.
You know what? When he calls in a little while,
we'll ask him.
We're not going to ask him. No,
I know you won't ask him, but the answer is 7. I gotta go. Bye.
Okay. 7.
Wow, 7.
Do you know what he is? You know who that guy is?
Huh.
He's the driver for the Suicide Girls.
Ben?
Those model drivers?
Mm-hmm.
Like he drives.
Scott Weiland used to be a model.
Weiland used to be a driver for models, right?
That's right.
A pretty good gig.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the drivers that take strippers to bachelor parties.
Yeah.
That dude's the driver for the Suicide Girls.
Unbelievable. My friend had a birthday party in Palm Springs once, and sort of spur of the moment, we decided to have a girl come over, a stripper come over, and do a number for us.
Yeah.
So she shows up at the front door, knocks. It's a guy, because the stripper comes with the guy, and she says, "Let's do our business first." So I go out to the car parked across the street. They've got a credit card machine plugged into the cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
And that's how they do it. They roll credit cards out of their car.
It's great that they take plastic, don't you think?
Yeah. Take credit cards, sure.
Just so you know, people, if you ever want to have that adventure on a Saturday night, you can just use your plastic. There
Exactly.
you go. There, a little info from Dono.
That's right.
Hey, let's take one more call. See what's going on. Hello, you're on with Camp Freddy. Matt and Dono here.
How's it going? I just wanted to ask Matt a question.
Yeah, what's your name, man?
Brad.
Hey, Brad, what's happening?
I'm happening. You guys are happening. Let's happen together.
You got it. Okay, what's your question, Brad?
I was going to ask him, I've played with a bunch of producers and artists, and, everybody's got their own ideas about how to bake the pie, and I was just wondering, if he doesn't, I go back a bit, for whatever reason, I always wondered what his input was with Guns N' Roses. Like, if it's that everything he came up with, or...
Are you talking about me being he? This is he.
Oh, this
talking.
is you. Sorry. You sound different on the phone. I'm sorry.
That's
Were
cool.
you,
well, this is Matt.
Were you a gun for hire, or were you in there, mixing it up with everybody?
Well, both. I worked with Steve Lillywhite.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking Matt.
He is talking to he right now.
I should call back. I'll hang up and call back.
No, I'm listening. I got your question. So let me answer it quickly for you. Basically, when I left the cult and joined Guns N' Roses, I felt like I was just walking into a band. They accepted me as a band member. I was totally like one of the guys. They totally respected me as a musician. We went in to start recording the Use Your Illusions 1 and 2 records, and it couldn't have been more of an effort between all of us that was just totally open, and everyone was willing to try everybody's ideas. So when the way we still work is Slash and Duff and myself sort of huddle around the drum kit. We talk about the arrangements. We get things. We break things down, and I always love that about that band, and Axl and everyone throwing their 2 cents, and that's why I think that band made great music, is because everybody's talents got listened to, and I think there's bands out there where there might be 1 or 2 songwriters in the band, but the bands I've been in where everyone's got input have always been the best bands. Like bands like U2 and the Chili Peppers and, the Beatles. They all were integral members of that band. So that's kind of how it worked with us, and it works that way with Velvet Revolver as well. And I don't think I could be, I play other instruments as well, guitar, I sing, I play, keyboards, I do a lot of my own music. So it's, I'm not just a drummer. I think there's guys that are happy with just playing drums and stuff, but that's not really where I come from. And it feels good to go home at night after a rehearsal, and you've had part of writing a song or putting something together. So that's how we do it, man. Cool.
Yeah, I've wondered for a long time, because I know how you just ended up in the band all of a sudden. That was a great answer. Thanks
okay, man. Thanks.
Bye.
It was Adler. He was the one who had the problem.
Well, yeah, bad for him, good for me. But, and I always told Steven Adler, I said, to him one time, I said, dude, if it wasn't me, it would be somebody else. But I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, good place to be.
Yeah.
All right, so let's rock another one.
Let's play some rock and roll, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to play the Stranglers' song that we all think should be played on Indie more. So here comes Skin Deep. Yeah, this is Camp Freddy Radio. This is Donovan Leach, and I'm with Matt Sorum. And we're just playing the old 80s and 70s jams. I'm just saying that only in LA do people really talk like this. I went to Hollywood High. There were a lot of dudes that talk like this, man. Telling you.
And that was back in the 70s or the 80s?
That was in the 80s, bro.
Yeah, man.
God love them. When I went to Hollywood, I remember they put out this form that said how many languages were spoken at Hollywood High School in 1985. Yeah. Over 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
100?
Over 100.
I didn't know there was that many languages in the world.
And this was one high school.
That was all for like one neighborhood.
Exactly. It was incredible.
Wow.
Where I lived, there was Little Armenia, which was right in that kind of Wilton Place, Franklin.
Yeah.
What up, Little Armenia? How you doing? System of a Down. Then we had Thai Town, which was right there, and we had Koreatown.
Kap Kun Kap.
Yeah.
Swati Pom Cub My Cub.
Ooh, my favorite is.
Are you swearing?
No, it's nasty, but it's good nasty.
Yeah, you go to a Thai restaurant and you ask for the cum of some young guy.
No, Thai boy.
I love that Thai food. Thai food is very LA too.
And then we got Russians.
We got the whole Russian town. Now
we got the Koreans.
Mm-hmm.
And we got we're only like 5. We're the other 95.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was.
Come on, man. This is gonna take us for like wait, man.
It was
like
very
35 more minutes to come up with 95.
Yeah, it's sub-regional. It's like you get into one country and maybe like 7 languages are spoken in one country.
Spain's like that.
Yeah, like dialects. Maybe they counted.
Even America's like that. I mean, really, think about it.
Yeah, it's the melting pot.
You got Southern. You got
Mm-hmm.
And then Canada.
You got Canada? Well, that's actually, Matt, that's not America. Canada is not America.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a state.
No, the state of Canada.
Oh, God, I wish it was, though.
Yeah.
When I go out of the country, and, like, the dude is, like, trying to get cash out of me, he says, hey, where you from? I say, I'm from Canada, man. Okay. And they always kind of don't know where that is.
Yeah. That's when they back off.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, I don't want to like not say I'm an American, be proud to be an American and all, but when you're traveling abroad,
it's a little embarrassing to say you're an American.
It can be like, okay, hand over all your cash.
Right.
Or we're just gonna,
or they just spit on you.
Well, kind of, and if you say you're from Canada, you kind of get a little bit more relief.
Right.
Because they're sort of a very neutral country, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Sort of stay out of everyone's business.
Laid back.
Yeah.
And Canadian women are pretty fantastic because they like to go for it. I'm just saying, long time ago.
Let me tell you about a little tour through a town called Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
How are those Saskatchewans?
It's all good up there, man. That's good stuff. And fresh air. They eat a lot of trout and walleye pike.
Mm-hmm. And they're clean.
Oh yeah,
clean pipes.
And that beer up there in Canada is strong beer.
Molson Golden.
And you know where let me tell you where it's a great town. Montreal, Canada.
Montreal.
And you know what language they speak there?
French,
of course.
Oui, oui.
That's right. And that is a good town. Mm-hmm. You've been there, haven't you?
I've been in Montreal. Toronto, Vancouver.
Toronto's a very metropolitan town, don't you think? Don't you think Toronto is like the Manhattan
of Canada? Not such a bad idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we all go to Canada? Plenty of space
Well,
up
it
there.
happened, way back when, there was a little Vietnam War thing going on.
That's right.
A lot of guys bailed out up there, hit the road, and Jimmy Carter, the peanut guy, he let them back in the country.
I want my human rights. Just like the president, Jimmy Carter says.
That's right.
That's right. Scarface.
Hey, that last track we played? There was that guy with the Mexican dude they called in that wanted to be the DJ.
Yeah, he wants to be a DJ. God bless him.
He was asking about the songs, right? So that last track we played with was Matthew Sweet.
Right. Come to California.
Yeah, and let's just blag this gig here. The Summer Strummer Festival. It's going to be September 17th.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Not tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, next Sunday. 2525 Michigan Avenue, Santa Monica Boulevard. That's like an outdoor gig, right? Like a whole
Bergamot Station.
street scene kind of vibe?
Yep.
Okay, check it out. The Donnas, Rooney.
I like Rooney. I like the Donnas.
The Vacation.
Don't know him, but-
Matthew Sweet and Susanna Hoffs.
Oh, I know Susanna
What does that
Hoffs.
mean?
I don't know. I've been seeing it in print, and I guess they're playing together.
They did a record together.
Okay.
They made a record together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Check us out. John Doe of X.
Yeah.
Now doing a lot of acting, too.
Mm-hmm.
And the chick from Concrete Blonde.
Yep.
Agent Orange. And a band that I used to be in, believe it or not, Josie Cotton.
You were in Josie Cotton?
Yeah.
Johnny, Are You Queer? What was that?
Right around that time. Well, I didn't
Did
play,
they do Johnny, Are You Queer?
I played some shows with them, and I ended up getting a band together with Prescott Niles from the Knack. He used to be in Josie Cotton. And there was another guy in that band called Johnny B. Frank. And that was probably the early 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I had a big old freaky weird hairdo, kind of, I don't want to say flock of seagulls. It was more like Human League.
It was crimped. You used to crimp your hair, didn't you?
I would actually dangle upside down from those, I had those boots that you hang on the pole, and then I had two
gravity boots,
and then I had two hair dryers on microphone stands, and I would and I get it going that way.
And would you spray it with?
Yeah, you know what I sprayed? It was the best spray for the '80s hair. Aquanet, but there was a version of it, Farrah Fawcett Aquanet.
Farrah Fawcett Aquanet.
And I didn't let anyone know, but it was the stiffest, hardest stuff to get your hair just rocking.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to picture this. Matt Sorum in the 80s with long hair hanging upside down from his gravity boots with two hair dryers blowing, and he's spraying Farrah Fawcett Aquanet into his hair.
I have burned all the pictures or any remnants or traces of that.
Dude, that is so gay.
There's one photo. There's one photo that's out there of me when I played with Tori Amos, and it's in her book. And I had that. I was sporting that dude. I was rocking that dude.
God.
And it was fully
that's insane.
Yeah, but anyway. That looks like a pretty cool gig, man.
I'd like to go to that.
That sounds fun.
Is that day into night gig? When's it start?
It looks like it. All ages, 3 stages.
And we're giving away tickets all week.
Oh, we're giving away. Should we give away now?
Let's give away a pair right now.
Okay, forget it.
No, we can't. I don't know.
Sure, we can.
Sure, why not?
I'll make the executive decision.
So, okay, this is 1-877-900-1031. We're going to give away a pair of tickets to the Bergamot Station Summer Strummer next Saturday.
Just call in.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Sorry, Sunday.
The 17th of September. Just call in. We don't need any trivia questions or anything. It's 1-877-900-1031.
What's this call right here?
We don't. No.
Nobody yet.
Okay. Well, let's play a song, and we'll get someone during the break. Matt, what do you got for us? Matt Sorum.
Let me see. We have a guest coming in a little bit.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, I think it's going to be cool. Let me play something kind of weird. This is a weird thing that I found. It's track 6. It's Elvis Presley, but I dig it. Check it out.
The King.
Wasn't that cool?
That's great.
I found that on like an essential Elvis disc that I had laying around, and it's a very old track.
Sound like he had an accordion on that. They call me oh boy.
Good stuff.
All right, we got
a caller.
A winner.
Hello, Lisa.
Hi.
Hi, this is Matt and Donna on Camp Freddy Radio. You're on the air. You won the tickets to the Summer Strummer.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Is it really awesome?
Is it? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Cool. Who do you want to go see there? Who are you into?
I like Dead to Me and the Briggs.
Okay. Yeah.
Dead to Me, they're playing.
Yeah, they are. The Briggs. Let me see. Where are they on the bill?
They're Dead to Me.
They're dead to me is like early on, and the Briggs.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you won the tickets, and you have a great time. It says they have Bud Light, food, and fun. So, you know.
All right.
And it says skate too, so you can bring your skateboard.
Bud Light
All right,
food
I
and
will.
fun.
Will they teach me how to skate?
I don't know if they'll let you drink the beer and then get on your skateboard. I'm not sure how that works down there, but
Okay.
I'm not sure. Just go down and have some fun, okay? Enjoy.
All right, thanks.
Enjoy. Bye. Let's take that line 3. That's for Dono, I think. You're on the air with Dono and Matt. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, we lost him.
Who else? Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
They already gave tickets away, I think.
I know, that's a drag, isn't it?
Oh, hello. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
My name's Dina Black.
Gina Black. What's going on?
Nothing much.
Were you calling for those tickets?
Yeah, I was, actually.
Well, you sound pretty cool. Can we give away another set? Sure. You
All
won.
right.
You got 2 tickets. How's that
No
sound?
freaking way. Are you serious?
No frickin' way.
No frickin' way. Thanks for saying frick.
I know, it's not freak, it's frick.
All right.
And those tickets are $25 a pop too. I just
Yeah,
read.
no, I was just about to go get them.
Cool. Well, we got you covered. Stay on the line. We're going to take your number and everything, and you're all hooked up for next Sunday. Okay?
Dude, thank you so much.
All right. Hey, Donald, can we play another song? I have to run down and get our guest.
Yeah, that's fine. We got another special guest coming up. Matt's going to play a tune.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, why not? You know, because Elvis. You know, you got it.
Let me play. Let's play number 1. And I'm feeling the Sunshine California vibe today.
I heard that.
And we did that song. And I'm not going to play Dandy California. I played Come to California, but this is another good time summer song by a band called Cheap Trick. It's called She's Tight.
You're listening to Camp Freddy Radio, Indy 103.1.
All right, man. We got a couple guests that just showed up.
What's up? Oh, are we on?
Yeah.
Being on? Here we go. Yeah, cool.
Hey,
All right.
it's Dave from Papa Roach, my drummer buddy mine from Papa Roach.
How you doing?
And Daphne Dove.
Hey.
What you guys doing, man? You just cruising Hollywood together today?
Yeah, we're rolling around.
Got the top down? What are you doing?
Hanging out, doing a little this, a little that.
You know, check it out. This is how we roll, Dono. I'm out at having a little sushi last night.
Yeah.
At a cool spot called Katana.
Oh, yes.
You been there?
Yes.
And I'm picking up the car down in the garage, and I run into these two characters, and I'm like, "So, what are you kids doing tomorrow?" Stop by the radio station.
There you go.
And
you drum.
I play drums. Yeah.
You play drums.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't hang out with anybody but drummers.
Yeah, you
dude. I
only
don't hang out with singers. What are you talking about? So, so my drummer bro said he's coming down, and then he brought this lovely Daphne with him. And that's even better because, at least I don't have to look at your mug for the next half an hour.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
So check it out. Papa Roach on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
Yeah, that was.
You were in still full regalia when I saw you. I think you had a little, I
had all my rock and roll bling on at that point. I was like, ding.
Yeah,
like,
you were right off the stage. And so you guys are dropping an album on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Paramore Sessions on Tuesday.
And you used Howard Benson to produce it again, right?
Benzino, yeah, dude. He's one of the fucking. Oh my god, I just cursed.
Yeah, I can drop that. We got the Howard Stern button here.
You know what I'm saying?
We got the button.
And you'll be using it with me on there. I try and keep a lid on it, but
we've had Slash on here too. Okay.
Cool. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, Benson, man, what can you say? He's a great guy.
And drums are loud, right? We like that.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And Paramore, you recorded this at the Paramore?
We recorded and we wrote and recorded that song and this album.
Now, the Paramore,
that's where I met Gina Gershon.
Exactly.
There you go.
And that's where all the rock star guys are there right now, right?
Yes.
Is that what they use for the filming?
They keep them sequestered at the Paramore.
Yeah,
God, thank God. Especially that Lucas kid. Lock him up.
That kid's crazy,
don't
right?
let him out. So we need to ask Daphne real quick. You been watching that stuff or what's going on?
Honestly, I never even watched any of the episodes I was on. I try not to get caught up in it.
Right.
I mean, I went down to a taping of it, and it was a little surreal, obviously.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Did you guys really like each other that much? Like all that hugging and stuff. I'm like, come on.
Truthfully?
Yeah.
We did.
You did?
No one liked JT.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
No, but we all got along really well.
That's me included.
Yeah, right.
No, because you know what? He was the only one that really took it as a game. And we understood it that everyone there was capable of fronting a rock band. I mean, when you're in a band, it's like being in a relationship. At the end of the day, it comes down to chemistry.
Yeah.
It's either there or it's not. So it's not that the people in the band, that the people on the show weren't capable of fronting a rock band. That wasn't the point. It was just whether you were right for NXS or in this case for Supernova.
Yeah.
So, you know, we understood that it had nothing to do with whether this one's good or that one's bad or I'm better than this one or that. It's just who fits
So
with
which
this
made you guys get along okay then?
Yeah, we did.
You know,
and we all supported each other.
Wasn't a lot of like competition going on though?
Not, I mean, yeah, obviously inwardly you're like, I don't know about this, you know. but it was pretty cool. I mean, we really did support each other because we were all really worried about the whole American Idol cheese as well. We were just scared that it was going to have that sort of impression, and we wanted everyone to understand that we were musicians and we actually played instruments. And
so you've been out with your own band doing your own thing, right?
Honestly, after the show, I kind of went into hiding for a little bit.
Really?
I did. No, because my father passed, you know, 2 weeks before the show started.
Oh, my God.
So I went on to the show in a haze.
Right.
So when it ended, I just needed to get away from anything Hollywood. I just needed to kind of
I feel
mourn
that. I feel that all the time, man. I get off the road and I go straight to rehab.
No, you go straight to hide. That's where you go.
Well, no, I have about 2 or 3 weeks where I just blow myself into oblivion.
Right.
You know, just pile it all up and then I check in.
Right. Here we go again. All right.
You know, it's hard to put the brakes on. You know, when you're on a, private bus or jet or whatever, and you come home and it's like, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking
totally
about,
crash. I totally know. Yeah, it's like when you're on the road, it's just a totally different world. You're living in this rock and roll bubble, and every night, like, you're really just kind of like, I don't know, it's just like overload every night, right? You know how it is.
And when you drink on the road, you got that whole like hour and a half, 2 hours to sweat it out. So and then as soon as you get done playing, you're ready to go again.
Although it's like we've been on tours where like literally like I've never really been completely sober. I just like top it off every night, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's a drummer thing too. Yeah. Drummers are you know what I'm talking about.
I don't drum.
Yeah, I think Tommy Lee is liquored up on that show. I mean, he's a friend of mine. He is just. He's doing shots of Jagger at like 10 a.m.
Right on,
you know?
right on.
Do you see that guy?
No, I see him around
that
sometimes.
At all? I mean, I watch just to see if he's falling over or not. I mean, it's just like, when is Tommy going to pass out live on TV? That'd just be great. It's like, the little fighter's like, man, he's still going strong. God bless him. He's 165 pounds and full of energy, you know? That guy. But, we need to play some music because we only got 10 minutes left.
Let's do that.
So, Dave is the drummer from Papa Roach. This is their new album. It's coming out on Tuesday, entitled
The Paramore Sessions.
The Paramore Sessions, and this track is called number 12.
This one's called number 12, The Fire.
The Fire. Check it out.
Yeah, check it.
Rockin'.
Yeah, man. How you like that?
That's killer, man. That's probably the first time that's gone out over the airwaves, don't you think?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. That's some new stuff.
Yeah, that sounds sweet. Did you play that tambourine at the beginning?
I did. No, actually, we had this guy. You know Lenny Castro?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. He came in and like laced up the whole record.
Hey, man, he played on some gun stuff.
Did he?
Yeah, he played on "Sympathy for the Devil."
Okay,
which we did for that
soundtrack,
Tom Cruise flick. What was that? Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah,
right.
And he came in and just killed the shaker, man, and the tambourine. The dude is like, my specialty is tambourine,
fully
and bongos.
Yeah, dude. He's like, I talked to him. He's like, I was put on this planet to play percussion.
Yeah, well, he's a Latin dude.
Yeah, totally.
What is your background?
Now, I am Native American and Mexican.
Yeah, Native American, and I can feel that in your groove, man.
Yeah,
you got a good groove.
I got like the pulsing, the earth groove. Excuse me, did I just do that again?
Drop that.
Dude, what is wrong with me? Well, I've never been on the air before.
Well, you know what, Dave? It's okay.
All right, cool.
We got the button.
We got the button.
So Dave, the first time we met was probably out in England, right?
Yeah, the Cult Show.
Reading. We played Reading.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Yep.
Reading is a great festival that happens in England in the summertime. And you start in Leeds, right?
Yep.
And then you do... What's the other town? Glasgow. Which is in Scotland. And then you finish up outside London.
Yep, in Reading. It's great.
And usually it's raining and wet. and there's people in a lot of mud.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of thousands of people. And
on ecstasy.
It was
ecstasy and Jägermeister.
Remember, it was us, Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
And Marilyn Manson.
That's right.
And then at the end of the show, wasn't it Eminem?
Eminem was there, yeah.
Yeah, we're like, how did he get on the bill? It's like all rock bands and then Eminem, you know,
because he's Eminem,
and we try to go. We try to go party with him and stuff, and they had it all. You know, had his tent blocked off.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Remember,
like
Dave?
the president was in town or something. It was crazy. But yeah, I mean, he's a cool guy and stuff.
Yeah.
We toured a couple times with him.
Have you hung with Eminem?
We did both anger management tours. The first two that were around, it was like first it was like Limp Bizkit and Eminem and Us, and then the next one was Eminem, Us, and then Ludacris.
Right.
And you know,
that was a
mixing
cool.
up the rock and the
cool.
hip hop.
That was a cool mixture of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, back in the day when that stuff used to like go down.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
It was like a huge thing, like mixing rock and hip hop.
So
awesome.
what? How many albums you guys made?
This is our 4th major label record.
Wow.
And fifth full length record. We have an indie one out. Yeah, from back in the day. Yeah.
Like your demo kind of thing that you did?
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, like that Nirvana Bleach kind of thing. We did it like it was like a...
Yeah, like Guns N' Roses Lies. That was actually originally a demo.
Right. It was a Reckless Life demo or whatever. Yeah,
that was a demo.
Yep.
Now the old Chris Lord Algae mix there.
Chris, yeah.
You know that Chris Lord Algae, man. You know, I don't want to take like full responsibility for this, but I think we're going to anyway. I was hanging out with Rob Cavallo.
Yeah.
And I'd done a track with a girl named Poe. And I produced this song called Angry Johnny.
Okay.
And I was at Ocean Way Studios. No, it was actually Conway Studios.
I love that song.
And I was with Green Day guys and Rob Cavallo, and he heard the mix. And he's like, "Who mixed that?" I said, Christ Lord Algae.
Christ Lord Algae.
That's what we call him because he's just so good.
That's you know what we call him?
Yeah.
We call him the Claw because he's razor sharp.
Yeah, isn't he amazing?
Chris Lord Algae Claw.
That's right.
Yeah,
He
got it?
He probably calls himself that too.
Yeah, there you go. The Claw.
So after that, he started using Christ Lord Algae. And he's been doing a lot of rock records ever since.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So that's
he's
a lot
all right.
That's a lot of useless trivia that no one really cares about.
Talking about producers.
Hey, let's play one more. You know, we can go overtime here at Camp Freddy Radio.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We have the power of the airwaves. But let's play another Papa Roach track.
Yeah, let's do another one. Check this out. This is a rocker.
Good.
It's probably the heaviest song on the record. And it's number 2. It's called Alive and Out of Control. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I'm going to get in my E55 469 horsepower car.
You know what I'm saying?
And fly up to this party right now because that just got me going.
Dude, that CD's for you, by the way, man. I brought that for you. Yeah.
Dude.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, my God. This is awesome.
Pump it.
I'm like, Dave,
Blast it.
Dave, is that double kick drum? He's like, no, man. That's 1 foot, and because I'm a bad mother.
Jamma. Bam, I'm a jamma.
Yeah. So when you cats going on the road, I hear you playing with my old friend, Axl Rose.
Oh yeah, man, we're doing that show out in Devore or Berdue, San Berdue, right? Is that where it's, yeah. So it's like Guns and Alice in Chains and Muse and Us and
Muse is cool, man.
Yeah, I like Muse a lot, man. We were kind of into them before they started breaking out here in the U.S. because we were over in London, early on 2000, whatever. And they're really kind of like taking off over there, and like Tobin, our bass player, is a guy who got the CD first. He's like, dude, you have to check out this band.
Yeah.
They're like Queen meets Radiohead meets like, I don't know, Martian craziness.
Three-piece band. We try to get them to go on the road with us, and they're like, oh no, we're going to go back into the studio and make another album. We're like,
cool.
Come on. I mean, I got the drummer liquored up at one show. I said, dude, we could have so much fun together. And the drummer, we don't get a lot of say, do we?
Right. Yeah, man. Well, I think I would say that our band is very much a democracy. So,
well, I'm a leader in my band too, in my own mind.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all because of me.
Dave,
everything revolves around me.
You're
dude.
a big guy, though, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Dude, the universe, the rock and roll universe, emanates from my kick drum foot.
We're the foundation.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
The rhythm, the pulse, the heartbeat.
So, Dabney, what's on your agenda?
My agenda. Well, like I said, I've just gotten out of hiding. I actually was traveling quite a bit. I was in Israel for a while.
Wow.
I was there when everything went down. But no, Israel's an amazing place.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The energy there is just
Is that where you're from originally?
Powerful. I'm half Israeli, half Yugoslavian. 2 very peaceful nations.
Did you live there at any time?
No, I've never lived there, but I was never really raised with a typical American mentality, so to speak. I grew up in New York, so I was always surrounded by diversity to begin with.
Right.
But just coming from that sort of heritage, I could never really, like, I know geography.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Did you go to Jerusalem? Did you go there?
I actually did a few shows there with some bands.
Oh, awesome.
Some great bands out there, and it was a lot of fun.
I went to Jerusalem. I've told this story on this show probably a couple times. But I went to Jerusalem when I was there with Guns N' Roses. We played in Tel Aviv. And,
no way.
Yeah.
Where in Tel Aviv? Where'd you play?
The stadium of Tel Aviv.
Okay, the main place.
The stadium of Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
You know, they had Coca-Cola ads around too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we played there, and then I went to Jerusalem, and it blew my mind.
It's powerful.
I was like, wow, I am hanging out in a very heavy, I mean, the heaviest place. And I can see kind of why they're fighting over it.
Yeah,
because
you know
it's like, it's so heavy, it's like, I want that.
Yeah.
But it's not even a religion. It's just, I mean, take religion out of it. Any place that you go to that has that much history, has so much energy that surrounds it, it's just powerful. You can't help but feel it's like going to Greece or going to Africa or anywhere that has a history that's just...
Well, and you know, when you're in Jerusalem and you're in the Wailing Wall area, and you go through through that one little gate, and you're in Arab territory.
Yeah.
You know, you're like in, you know, a whole other thing. Like within like 20 feet, you're like, wow.
Yeah. Well, what I love about Israelis also is that they're very straightforward. There's no messing around there.
Yeah.
You know, there's no time to mess around.
Yeah.
You know, you just appreciate life.
16-year-old girls with the machine guns, you know, it's like, wow.
Oh, that's intense.
It is. It's heavy. So, Dave, and then you guys are going to tour starting when?
Oh, yeah, we're going out. We start in Europe this October, and then we come back, and we're on tour with him. It's called the No Sleep
I know
Till
him.
Halloween. Yeah,
Him's a cool band. They're from Finland.
Villa Vala.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willa Walla, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool guys.
Yeah, they're cool. They eat a lot of herring, though, so be careful. Steer clear.
All right, I'll watch out. I'll watch.
Herring and vodka.
Vodka.
Nice.
Yeah. Vodka, just Finland's. Hey, but check it out. So it's the No Sleep Till Halloween tour, and we end up on Halloween at Gibson Amphitheater. So that's going to be really cool. I was thinking about, I'm actually going to like dress. I'm thinking about what my Halloween costume is going to be for that show. You know, it might be Buddha or something. That'd be cool.
We had a lot of fun on that. Buddha, I can
right?
see,
Look.
I can see
I
that.
got the belly already and everything.
Yeah. If anyone's interested in seeing a very funny photo of Velvet Revolver last Halloween when we played, we had a little bit of fun. And Scott dressed up as Axel. And Slash dressed up as Buckethead.
Like the old school? Oh, so he dressed up as like the new Axl.
He kind of Slash just put like a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket on his head and a silver ring and a yellow ring.
The Boderic braids?
He looked exactly like Axl, kind of scared me. And it's on my MySpace page if you want to go to Matt Sorum, myspace.com, Matt Sorum, and go into the pictures there. You can see it. It's pretty funny.
Cool. Check it out. Check it out.
I'll leave a comment.
Say, you know what? Hey, we've gone overtime.
Uh-oh.
And I got to make a party.
Yeah.
Don't you? You got to go party?
Yeah. Well,
party.
Yeah, I got a party. Yeah, I was a little disappointed that David didn't give me the call for the final party up at his house. So, you know, I could always crash it, but
okay.
You know, I feel kind of weird crashing a party.
Yeah. Well, you know, we can roll together.
That's true. I could be your date.
Hey, wait a minute, man. Are we inviting ourselves?
You're invited as well. Yeah, let's all go.
Okay, I'm inviting myself now. I'll be showing up at that party.
Well, you know what? Thanks a lot for coming down.
Cool.
It's so cool to hear the new music before like anybody else, right?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
And
drops on Tuesday, Paramore Sessions. Check it out.
Yeah.
Camp Freddy Radio drops Papa Roach first.
Yeah. Can you dig that? And Daphne, thanks for coming down.
My pleasure.
Thanks for driving.
Thank you.
Yeah, she did.
All right.
Ride.
Okay, so I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks for listening, kids.
Yeah, cool. I'll leave it off with the Rakes again. Retreat.